I'm about to tell you a story I've been putting off for 2 years. Today we're here to spill the tea. I have been neglecting this for years. I've been suppressing this memory since the day it happened, so I've really been trying to think about what actually happened on this day. But I'm about to tell you the reason why I got suspended. There's a lot more to it, which I actually haven't said, because I feel like in a video before I've told you like the reason why I got suspended, but like not the actual details. But anyway, let's get on to the story, tell you why I got suspended. Oh god, I've been avoiding this for years. So picture this, January the 21st, 2017. So I was the bleak age of 17. Prior to this event, I probably got drunk around 10 times, so I did not know my limits. Actually, am I lying? I feel like I'm lying. Near like the end of like GCSEs and stuff like that, there were a lot of parties, so I feel like I'm lying. But I thought that like the more I drank, the more my tolerance would like get better, and the more that I could drink, and I was wrong. You're dumb bitch. My school, boarding school, you know it, Hurtwood House, if I haven't told you before. I was staying in that weekend, and I was like, I want to go out. So basically, me and my friend, I'm gonna give her a code name, Sarah. Me and my friend Sarah went out to town that day. There's basically a bus you can sign up for like every weekend, so it basically takes you into town centre, which is Guildford. Went into Guildford that day on the bus. Woo, shopping day. We basically just wanted to go out shopping. I never stayed in on the weekends at boarding school, but I don't know why I stayed in, but I did anyway. Our friend Michael, we're gonna call him Michael, he is on the bus as well, and he's in the same house as us, which was Peaslake. He was staying behind us, and he was going to Guildford by himself, and we were like, oh, you could come hang out with us. Us three just hung out and just chilled. I went to body shop, spent all my pocket money I basically already had, and obviously Michael's a dude, so he was like not enjoying this at all. Like, why would he want to like follow around girls getting face masks? So he was like, oh, we can't let this night go to waste, it can't be a dead night. And I was like, what do you mean by a dead night? He was like, oh, like we should obviously like, you know, get some drinks or something. And I was like, oh, okay. And by the way, I was 17 at this point, so illegal. Yes, I am not a role model, okay? I'm not telling anyone to do this. This story time is purely for entertainment purposes. In my house Peaslake, there were a load of like Russian students, and basically they obviously look so much older than they actually are. Michael calls out the Russian students, is like, oh, can you get us alcohol? Because we were obviously all underage. So I was in lower six at this point, by the way. Anyway, so Michael calls up the Russians, is like, oh, do you mind if you get us some alcohol? They're like, oh yeah, sure, meet us here and whatever. I think we got a litre bottle of Absolute, I think, if I remember correctly. We were like, so what do we do now? We're not exactly gonna sit on a bench and just swig vodka. So we went to a pub. Obviously we're underage. The bartender, waitress knew we were underage, so obviously we ordered soft drinks. I was timid looking. I was so small. Insert picture here, this is what I look like at that age. I'm pretty sure I'd still get ID'd to this day. Like, I don't really care though, to be fair, because you know, if I look this young now, then I'll look young when I'm 40, right ladies? Yes. From that point, we got soft drinks, and I was like, oh, mixer. So basically we mixed the drinks with the soft drink. We were sitting in the outside of the pub, so it was like a little beer garden thing. Poured the Absolute bottle of vodka into a Buxton water bottle, and then I could just have that on the table, because no one would suspect a thing. Like, you know, it's a Buxton water bottle, it's probably just water, right? So basically just kept on topping up our soft drinks. I was already a little bit drunk at this point, so I was like, there's no point ordering more soft drinks. So I literally just swigged from the bottle. Yes, I swigged that shit from the bottle. Back then, I don't think I even flinched. You know how people always say like, oh, if you've thrown up from alcohol, you can't ever have it again? Not me. Vodka, I can have vodka anytime. I'm pretty sure I've thrown up from vodka around like 3 times now. I do not care if I drink it again. Like, it doesn't make me flinch or anything. Vodka, my bestie. I don't remember much at all from leaving the pub garden. I've suppressed it so much in my mind that I cannot remember like anything. The reason why I suppressed it so much is because I was embarrassed. I've deleted all pictures from that whole entire day on my camera roll, on my Snapchat memories, everywhere. Anyway, so basically running around the street, me being hyper as fuck. I was also wearing this new cheetah jacket, and it was my favorite jacket in the whole entire world. It's like fur. I had this heavy as backpack on, and basically that weighed me down. So when I was running around the street, I'd literally just fall over, because like I was just like so clumsy. I'd just like be like on the floor. Basically at this point I was getting messy. Michael was telling me to like calm down, and I was just like, you know, like when you slur so much you can't make a sentence. I was literally like, like that. At that point I was stumbling around the street, and I literally fell over and bashed my chin on the concrete. Oh, it was awful. Here's the picture. Around this time it was probably like 8 p.m. or something like that. Our curfew to get back to house is 10 p.m. and then they made the decision to take me back at 8 p.m. I'm sorry, but if I was with my friends in that situation, I would just be like, okay, we're just gonna call off for 2 hours, get you some water, just chill out or whatever. But no, they decided to take me back at 8 p.m. where it's obvious that the matron's gonna see me when I get back. In the morning I was a bit pissed off with them, because I was like, why would you just not let me just like chill out, sit me down, give me some bread, give me some water, you know, the usual. What the f is this rain? fine. From that point, the Uber was called, got into the Uber. First Uber, kicked out. I was too drunk. I was slurring my words. I was like in the back like this, basically saying I'm gonna throw up. Michael and Sarah called my mum. God, please, no! Number one error, do not call my mum. Do not call my mum if I am in danger or not in the right state of mind, because she'll panic. I love my mum so much. She cares for me so much, and like it worries her basically. They called my mum. They were like, what the fuck do we do? She was just like, hey, just like take her back to the house. Then they called 999. What the fuck? I literally woke up the next day on my phone and I was like, there was like a 999 number on the call for 4 minutes. Like, are you joking? And they basically just said like, chill, just chill out, give us some water, give us some bread. So sorry emergency services for wasting your time. I'm a mug, I'm a mess. I was in the Uber and then guess what happens? I think you already know what happens. Threw up in the whole entire back of the cab. Yes, so paralytic to the point where I didn't know where I was throwing up. It wasn't like I was gonna throw up in my lap. I just spewed from here. Spewed all the way on my new cheetah fur jacket. Yes. Absolute rip to that jacket. And then I turned my head to the other side, threw up all over my friend Sarah. Threw up all over. And then I basically had my head in the bag for the rest of the evening. Made our way back, half an hour journey. Basically Michael and Sarah trying to make me not throw up one more time. Recent information which I've actually found out is that once my mum was called by Michael and Sarah, she had called up my house and called up the matron and said, hey, by the way, just pre-warning, my daughter's coming back paralytic and you should look after her. What the fuck, mum? You baited me out. She was basically the one who got me suspended, pretty much. I was this close to finessing it, this close. If my mum didn't call the matron, I would have been fine. I would have been fine. Because I remember literally being greeted by her from the door all the way to my room. She took me all the way up to my room. I was thinking, like, I am not sus. Basically, by then, I think I threw up most of the vodka, so then I was getting a bit more, like, sober. I remember a little bit more. I thought in my head, I was like, I'm finessing this. I am so sober. I am so cool. And then started walking up the stairs. Obviously, stumbled up the stairs. Obviously, dumb bitch. Basically got up to my room. I remember being covered in sick. My hair was full of sick. My whole entire jacket was full of sick. So Lucy was already at the boarding house, and I'm not gonna give her a code name because Lucy's my roommate. This was also first year. I didn't even know Lucy that well at this point. It's so fucking funny. She used to go to like rehearsals on the weekends, stuff like that, so she'd come home like on like a Saturday night and like be like just chilling, you know, had a whole day of rehearsals. Then she comes back to me being paralytic. The fuck? Lucy sort of stayed me and she was like, you need to get showered. Me being me, I stripped, I took off all my clothes and Lucy had to shower me naked. The poor girl. To be fair, it was all in my hair and shit like that, and like if I was showering clothes that would be fucking annoying. Got back into her room, you know, I dried my hair. I think she helped me brush it, all that shit, you know. Sat in my bed, and then that's when I started feeling sorry for myself and also started feeling so embarrassed. There's like a picture, I'm pretty sure Lucy has it, and there's a picture of me literally in my bed with like my bin in front of me just in case I was gonna throw up again. And then I started crying my bloody eyes out. I was like, perfect, okay, I'ma blame it all on me being sad. My dad forgot about my 17th birthday. I know, sad fact, but true fact. This was January 21st, so obviously my birthday just happened. And basically that year, my dad was texting me like as usual on my birthday. I was like, Dad, what day is it? Like, because he was texting me normally, not really like wishing me happy birthday. And by this time it was like 5 PM, so I was like, Dad, the fuck? Basically he said, don't you have a watch? Check the time yourself, idiot. And I was like, oh, ouch, that fucking hurt. I didn't read deeper that much, but at the same time it's a bit shitty, isn't it, that he didn't really remember, but we're over it. Like, he literally came over all the way from China to London to go see me on my 18th. But anyway, I thought in my smart mind, I was like, okay, fine. I got that fucked up because I was sad about my dad forgetting my birthday. So then I started crying, be like, my dad made me so upset. His matron was laughing at me. And then Housemaster came in. Pretty sure matron was like, you need to do this. You need to see the fucking mess of this. Housemaster walks in, it's like, Kate, are you okay? And I'm like, no, my dad forgot my birthday. I'm so upset. This is why I'm like this. And the housemaster was just like, okay, you just gotta get some sleep. By this time, it was like 10 PM, I'm pretty sure, literally 10 PM. It wasn't even like it was in the middle of the night. It was literally early. Like, you joking? And then I woke up the next morning, still drunk, obviously, because I downed a whole entire full Buxton water bottle of vodka. Lucy telling me a story, being like, do you remember getting showered? I was like, no. Do you remember coming back? I was like, no. I was so embarrassed because obviously this is my new roommate. I'd actually been roommates with her for 3 months. I didn't even know her that well. And I was like, fuck, I'm so sorry. Obviously, Lucy told me that the housemaster was gonna see me that day, and I was like, oh shit. So basically shat myself the whole entire day. The housemaster came in and he was like, Kate, can we have a chat? So then I think Lucy, I don't know if Lucy was still in the room or not, I can't remember. He was just like, how you feeling today? I was like, yeah, I'm okay. And he was just like, so how much did you drink? I was like, can't remember. Obviously I was gonna tell him I drank a whole bottle of vodka. Like, you joking? Also, I forgot to mention that Michael and Sarah were literally fully sober this whole entire time. Like, literally, Sarah was sober by the time she got back to the house, and so was Michael.
Basically, what I'm trying to say is that they did not get in trouble at all. Like, literally at all. The audacity when they knew that we were together. Let's just take a moment.
So yeah, why the f were they not drinking with me? Okay, but anyway, different story. And he was just like, I'm sorry to say this, but you have to go to the headmaster's office tomorrow because you're gonna have to speak to you about your behavior. Hurtwood had like 3 rules which you couldn't break, and that was drugs, stealing. What the f was the 3rd one? If anyone from Hurt was watching this, put it down below, because like there was 3 things where basically you get actually like kicked out, like expelled if you like broke them. I thought I got away with it. You know, I thought I got away with it. My housemaster was so nice, so I was like, oh no, I was like, shit, I was so close. Then this gets onto a different part of the story where basically my friend Michael, he was obviously in the same house as me and Paisley. Michael texted me being like, you good this morning? I was like, yeah, I'm okay, thanks so much for looking after me last night, you're a lifesaver. I'm sorry I acted though, I regret how much I drank. Yeah. And then he was like, and later I had to help you pull up your underwear in the field. What the f? What's the f? Okay, are you joking? He was like, I seized your phone like 4 times because apparently I was calling up so many people. I had like a boyfriend at the time, I was calling up my ex. Like that's just a whole shitty mess in the first place. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, had to pay £100 to the Uber to clean up the Uber for him. £100, woo! So the next day, went into school, went to my normal lesson. I remember being in psychology and it was like the furthest block away. I had to like walk miles to that shit. And I think he said, okay, Kate, you have to go to the headmaster's office. I was like, ee! And then everyone watched me like go to the headmaster's office. They were like, bye Kate. I was like, bye. And I didn't go back. I didn't go back to that lesson. So then I went to the headmaster's office, sat down, and I was like, hi. And he was like, Kate, what were you up to in the weekend? I was like, I just went out to Guildford, you know, had a few drinks. And he was like, do you realise that you are not of age to drink? I was like, yeah, I realised that. It was quite a long conversation. I think I was in there for like half an hour. Basically, moral of the story is that he said, I hate to do this, but you're suspended from 3 days from this moment. I was like, oh, fuck's sake. I had to call my mum, be like, I'm coming home. She was like, that's what I thought. I honestly did think. I did think you were coming home. I was like, oh, for goodness sake, mum, you baited me out in the first place, sweetie. Like, come on. Don't expect like you didn't think it was gonna happen. They basically threatened me. No, they didn't threaten me, but they said like, okay, this is not acceptable behavior. If you do it again, you're gonna get expelled. I was like, oh, no, okay, right, everyone chill out for a second. I was actually the biggest goody two-shoes in school. Like, I didn't get detention. I didn't hand in homework late. Like, I was the biggest goody two-shoes ever, and also suck up. I was a massive teacher's pet, I'm not gonna lie. Because I don't like to let people down, you know? I did try hard in my subjects, and that's why I'm here today. Private school bitch. Went out of the headmaster's office. Then I think I had to go to reception to be like, hey, can I get a bus back? Because basically there's like a bus back from the main house to the boarding houses. So I was like, can I get a bus back so I can get some stuff to go home? And she was like, oh wait, why are you going home? I was like, suspended. Got the bus back, packed in my stuff, and then got a taxi to the train station, and then went all the way home. To be honest, it was a learning experience. Apparently it's on my CV, and I'm like, I fucking bet, sweetie. Like, where is it on my CV? I don't even have a CV, I'm pretty sure. Now I'm here like an influencer, like, I don't need no degree for this shit. My mum wasn't really that mad, to be fair. Like, I think she was just more happy that I was alive and safe, and that I had, like, I guess, good friends around me to look after me, to be fair. So that was it. And then I went home and chilled out for 3 days, then went back and I was like, what up? Moral of the story. If you have good enough friends that you know really well, and you know that the curfew is not until 10 PM, don't take them back to house for the sake of their fucking school career. Can you please just look after them out in town? Anyway, that was the reason why I got suspended. Yeah, I lost a lot of brain cells from that night, let's just say that. If you want me to do more story times, let me know, because I will. That's me, that's why I got suspended, and peace out.